Okay guys, this is LP Loco. Now I'm going to show you the Beatles collection I have. I have a few updates here and there, and this is with the better webcam, of course. The quality is better. Some, I have to say, interesting records there. Some a little bit unusual. There's some imports also here and there. So let's begin, and I hope you enjoy the video. First we start with the Beatles 20 Golden Hits. This is a Spanish pressing called 20 Éxitos de Oro by the Beatles. One of the first records I actually ever owned was given to me by my uncle in Spain. Then we continue with the another greatest hits, 20 Beatles Golden Hits. It has the single Let Me Do in it. Everybody knows this one, Beatles Rock and Roll. Pretty interesting one to have. Here's another Beatles one. This is another part of that rock and roll series. Good one to have. Beatles Live at the Hollywood Bowl, as you guys all know, has the canned audience. Italian pressing, the story of rock music, Storia della Musica Rock. Basically, this is a Star Club in Hamburg recording. The Beatles rarities has, as you know, some German versions of songs, and the butcher cover inside. Picture. A collection of Beatles oldies. One is from Uruguay. The other one is a British import. Collection of Beatles oldies. One is a little bit heavier than the other one. The British import is a little less heavier than the one from Uruguay. Yeah, the double blue album, 67-70, and the red 62 to 66. Regular US versions. This is a pretty cool one. Beatles songs, covers of Beatles songs by different artists. Came out by Rhino Records. The cover is so cool on that one. And there's another Beatles songs, which is this one. This one I like because it has the actual, as you can see, pics of the Beatles there, and says "We Love You Beatles" on the banner. It's pretty cool. Came out with Rhino Records. Abbey Road. Let It Be. First press. Pretty worn out. The Beatles here, or the Beatles, whatever you want to call it, Hey Jude, whatever. Pretty worn out first press copy. And like I said before, this is the white album, who is definitely not white. It's a pretty dirty version when it comes to the copy of the actual cover, but it sounds pretty decent. Double album of the Beatles love songs. Pretty nice one. Real Submarine, this is a British reissue, came out I think in 1999 or 98 or something like that. Still, you know, sounds great. All these reissues to me sound pretty decent. And then of course the original stereo first press of the Yellow Submarine US version. Pretty nice. Yep, Sgt. Pepper. This is which one? I don't know. This is Sgt. Pepper in stereo. First press with the cutouts. The Sgt. Pepper British picture disc, same two sides, and this one doesn't have it. It has the same two sides. It doesn't have the drum. Pretty cool picture disc though. Sgt. Pepper Canadian mono first press in mono. Oh, this is a stereo. Sorry, this is not the mono first press. That's a first press. This is a Canadian one. This one sounds absolutely beautiful. To the fellow who I bought it from on eBay, I give kudos because it sounds great, and you definitely need to listen to Sgt. Pepper in mono and in vinyl to really appreciate what an amazing album it is. Another Sgt. Pepper mono. This is probably the one that's scratched up. This is a stereo, also with the inserts. This one cost me maybe $40. And there's one that's pretty scratched up. This is in the stereo. I got this for 50 cents. I couldn't pass it down. It's still in good condition, even though it's a little scratched the vinyl. And then this is the one. That is another mono version, but unfortunately it's unlistenable. It has so many scratches on it, but what do you expect for $2? You know, even the cover alone is worth it. Oh, Alpha and Omega, here we go. That's an interesting one right there. With 4 records, as you guys know, this one was deleted when it came out due to lawsuits. Came out, I think, in 71, 72, and it was a TV order only box set. It has all the Beatles' original hits on it, and I think, if I'm not wrong, there's 2 box sets, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Very great stuff. If you can get a hold of this, highly recommended box set with 4 albums. Alpha and Omega, and here are the song title. You definitely might not be able to see them, but it has a lot of great ones there. Okay, Magical Mystery Tour. This one does have a booklet, full booklet in it, and the other one doesn't. Show you Magical Mystery Tours. This one is still a very good sounding copy without the booklet. Yep, got it at a yard sale. Paid $60 for it, and it says stereo, as you can see on the cover of the Butch Yesterday and Today stereo there, full dimensional stereo, and nice. Let's kind of take it like that. Of course, in the back, as you guys know, the Beatles Yesterday and Today with the different albums at that point. And the Beatles Yesterday and Today paged over cover. Well, this is not a paged over. This is just, I think, one that there's no V-neck on the Ringo. Still pretty decent, pretty cool though. This is from Holland. It's a Beatles Greatest Hits from Holland pressing, and it came out exactly 65-ish, 66-ish. Beatles Greatest. It has in the back here where you can see also albums printed in Holland. Rubber Soul. One is in mono, first press. The other one's in stereo. Pretty cool to have Rubber Soul. There's a lot of them over here. Another Rubber Soul album. Rubber Doo-Doo. Stereo mono. This is a reissue. Beatles for sale. In mono though. These are great British reissue that came out in the mid-90s. Really cool ones. Revolver, first press mono. Beatles 6. This one, I'm not sure. I know it's a first press. I'm not just sure if it's in mono or stereo. I can let you know now. Stereo. Oh, this one's a real cool one. Danish, the Beatles' hottest hits. Check out that album cover from Denmark. You know, this one was actually on Record Collector like 2 years back for about 1,000 British pounds. Pretty crazy. I mean, this one is in excellent shape. Also, as good as the one on Record Collector. So just let you know, it was for 1,000 British pounds. Beatles 65. First press, Capitol Records. Beatles Help, stereo and mono. This is the stereo, first press of Help. And then I have the mono, first press of Help. Okay, there you go, dudes. Monophonic. The Beatles, something new. Another one. Also valuable in, this is a stereo, first press of Something New by the Beatles. Something New by the Beatles. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. This is what the British, yeah, this is a British reissue of it because it's got the UPC barcode. As you know, no UPC barcodes existed in the 60s. But this is a US first press of the Beatles' A Hard Day's Night. Now, if it has that misspelling on the song, I have no idea, and I don't really give a shit about that. Sounds great. The Beatles' second album. Stereo. Yes, first press. So, it's first press. Not, but yeah, they are first press. I've been crazy enough to check online and to check the actual vinyl itself. The Beatles Story. Love this one. 2 albums. Interviews, but still pretty decent, pretty interesting. The early Beatles, the VJ stuff came out. The early Beatles now in Capitol. This one Here's a stereo, of course, when you see the SD there. This one, when I used to work at Sam Goody down in South Florida, cost me $1. They didn't even expect them in. They said, "Is that a laser disc?" I go, "No, it's freaking vinyl." 2 LPs live at the BBC. I should have gotten, they had 6 of them. Should have bought them all. Because now I know they're worth at least 50, 60 bucks. Yeah. VJ introducing the Beatles, of course. Bootleg, pirated, counterfeit. I wouldn't say that, but you might. Yeah. The other one, stereophonic. Funny how they put stereophonic on it. You know, I like that. Yeah. And the Beatles, another beautiful British reissue with the barcode of their first British album, Please Please Me Mono. And of course, once you see the barcode, you know it's a reissue, so don't get fooled by anybody telling you it's a first press. You see the barcode right here. Meet the Beatles, all first pressings, mono, excellent shape. Reissue? No, not a reissue. Real good. Meet the Beatles. This one is a monophonic. Another mono version. This is a reissue with the Beatles, British one, because it's with the Beatles in mono. Beautiful, instead of Meet the Beatles, American version. It's got the barcode, as you can see up there. Oh, I'm gonna Meet the Beatles. This is so cool. This one is the first pressing original stereo version with the original bag it came in. It says $4.99. It's got the original bag. Imagine that. Of course, I put the little plastic over it. $4.98. Now, this is not Meet the Beatles. This one is unusual. It's a mono one. It is a first press. It says T2047. And I say it's unusual. Let's check out the lettering on that one. Meet the Beatles is a little bit, I don't know if I'd say weirder or stranger. Here it is, the back of the song, because I know there is the first pressings with the BMI, without the BMI, with the S cab and all that good stuff in there. Alright. Original VJ songs, pictures, and stories of the fabulous Beatles. We know this album has been counterfeited many times, and it omits, I think it's stories, but this is an original one because it has a full title, and I've checked already, and it's in very good condition. VJ. Now this one is a pretty good piece to have, pretty good record. Polydor, the Beatles featuring Tony Sheridan. In the beginning, double album, Hamburg. The Decca Auditions. I think this one I got, it's a British import of them when they had Mr. Pete Best, as you can see. Mr. Best all the way. There he is. Besame mucho, and all those songs of the day that they would sing. The Silver Beatles, another one of the early, same as the Decca Auditions. Pretty cool because the cover is different. You know, it's kind of like a Let It Be-ish type cover of Silver Beatles. Imported. European, yes. Were probably German, Dutch. The Beatles Live at the Star Club. Double album, Pickwick. The Beatles Tell All on VJ. VJ milked everything. Here the Beatles Tell All. Yeah, it's the interview one. You know, they had 4 seasons against the Beatles. The Jolly Whitewater, Frank Fifield, and the Beatles featuring Tony Sheridan. Original recordings, British press. Pretty cool, you know, with my Bonnie and all that stuff on it. The Beatles Live in Hamburg. It says Hamburg, Germany, 62. Oh, Canadian. My good friends in Canada. Another one of those, the Beatles' early years. Ain't nothing shake like the leaves on a tree. Little Queen, Matchbox, Ask Me Why. Shimmy, Shimmy, Shake. Matchbox talking about you. Here they are, nice pictures of them. And this one here, interview one. Beatle talk. When they were thinking up in Canada. The way they were 64 with Red Robinson. The Beatles versus the Chipmunks. Chipmunks sing the Beatles. Great one. Love that one. Here we go. The World Beatles. Dun-dun-dun-dun. You got 15 minutes. The Beatles songbook by the Hollywood Strings. I'm running. The Beatles that time forgot is not the Beatles at Speed Best. Stars on 45. Beatles songs. the last one, another rip-off of the Chipmunks, A Hard Day's Night. This is El Piloco saying, I hope you like the video. Peace.